Hello once again, Internet. I am Rosanix7, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, well, we entered the portal into Dark Aether. And as you can see, glowing safe zones protect you from Dark Aether's atmosphere. Stepping outside these bubbles will do pretty quick damage, as you can see. Some safe zones must be shot to function. The game's explaining it all for me. Shoot the sparkling energies nearby to energize the safe zone. Now, before we go, of course, you may want to scan these because they are research. Luminoth Light Crystal. Generates protective field of light energy. Light crystals provide protection from Dark Aether's atmosphere. They can be nullified by dark energy and supercharged by light energy. That will become relevant a little later. Up here, we have the equivalent of those spiky blue thingy-majiggies over there. The Blade Pod. Living storage units of the Ing Horde. These Ing morph their bodies around useful items to protect them. They rely on larger Ing for protection. So they protect something which then requires them to need protection. Protexception, I guess? Right over here. This is a light beacon. Generates protective field when energized. Light beacons must be energized by beam weapon fire to function, and remain charged for a limited time. So simply fire at it. And there you go, it's charged up, and you can stand inside it, and it will heal you and everything. To activate a safe zone, shoot the sparkling energy again. So yes, you can simply shoot it again, it'll flash when you actually make contact with it. Right over here, we can see this bomb slot that we saw in the light world. Simply activate it, and this door will open. And you'll notice by the silhouette, that means it also opened in the light world as well. Transdimensional activity detected. Now, I would normally, well, were such a thing possible, I would recommend going back through the portal and going through this door, but we can't do that because you can't jump high enough. So in the meantime, we're just gonna head in this direction. Okay. Now here we go. Our first instance of actual Ing to fight. These are the Inglets! Worker drone of the Ing Horde. Wall-crawling morphing bioform. Strongly dislikes bright light. Of course. Now, while you can't target them while they're swimming around, I guess, in their little pools, you can hit them, but you have to aim. You have to do it in free aim. Doing so isn't the easiest thing, though. But it's not too difficult. Not really any point, though. You may as well just wait for them to come up. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, holy crap, another one of these guys. Where'd you come from? Oh well, there we go. Now, what have we got around here? Got this huge half pipe here in the center there. Perhaps that shall become important. But first we have a missile door, yet again. Woo! Aha! More Ing. Come here, you. Look at that. These guys are a joke, really. How are the Luminoth so unable to take these guys down? Wait, I wonder if this is one of those transparent trees. Yeah, standing inside those makes the whole screen red. I don't know why, but that amuses me so much. They finally got a missile refill. I've been wandering around this whole time with one missile missing, and they haven't been giving me any refills. How rude. Oh, lordy. Okay, so, I know I've been really slacking on episodes for this lately, but in case anyone here is only here for this and not for Zelda for some reason. Well, not for some reason, I don't know why anyone would be here in the first place. I was kinda slacking on this series simply because, well, I'm really behind on Zelda. I mean, it has been getting close to a year now of playing it, and I'm probably, I think maybe halfway through the game. At least that's what I think. That's what it feels like. Oh, we have some new enemies right up here. The Night Barb. Flying airborne hunters native to Dark Aether. Targets are small but travel in large numbers for safety. Avoid contact. Yeah, you can pretty much just ignore these guys, or you can just sit there in one spot and shoot them and you'll take them all out eventually. Not really any point. Just like all those little tiny enemies. You don't get anything for doing it. This isn't Donkey Kong Country Returns. We appear to only have one door we can enter right now, so let's head over here and do it. There we go. Alright, so we're back out of here in the main chamber. You know, these recharge your energy a lot faster than I remember them doing it. What have we got around here that we might try? There's a light crystal over this way, so this seems like the best place to go. Oh, what have we here? This is our first instance of Warrior-ing. These are the guys that we saw in the cutscene when we first entered Dark Aether. The soldiers of the Ing Horde. Shape-shifting wall crawler. Dangerous combatant. Jeez, I can't speak today. Well, just today, right. In melee and at range. Dislikes bright light, of course. Now, they shoot these lasers right there, but if you stand behind a light crystal, they actually can't hit you. Something interesting there. They have really bad aim with that anyway, so, not the biggest issue. Like the inglets, you can shoot them while they're moving around in their little puddle. Doing so is easy enough to hit them with, but hitting them while they're swimming around in their puddle, I'm just gonna call that their puddle. It makes them go faster. No real big deal, though. Let's pop a couple missiles into you. Yeah. These guys can take quite a few hits. Not too many. They're not really mini-boss level. Come on here. Look at this guy just wandering all over the place in his puddle. That amuses me to no end. Alright, we took him out. There we go. No prize for it, though. Oh, this guy, right here. Scan this. This is the Lightbringer, a light-generating forager. Creature generates safe zone while living, immune to most forms of attack. Scan that guy if you're going for 100%, because at a certain point in the game, that thing will disappear and you won't be able to scan it anymore. Keep that in mind. If you miss it permanently. It's the only non-boss that does this. Just keep that in mind, and whoop, we cannot go through that door. That is unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna have to wait here for a second until that stupid little Lightbringer comes back. Hey, 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 hey. How close does that thing come? You probably could just run all the way through there if you really don't care about losing a little bit of life. So, I mean, if it really matters that much, you can just sit here in this one and wait for it. Now here we go, like I mentioned earlier, this is a one-way portal. This one is not... Well, the inactive portals aren't researched, but the active ones are. So when you have the ability to activate those, make sure you scan them. So that's also a scan, of course. One more portal right over here. Not a portal. Safe zone. There we go. Why did I call that a portal? And yet another Lightbringer right here. I was gonna break those things out, the bearer pods open to get some life, but I might as well just follow this guy right now. While he's over here. Just stroll casually right behind this guy and you'll be fine. Gonna turn around once he gets to the end of the bridge, so you may want to activate this ahead of time. And there we go. I'm not sure if bumping into that guy actually does damage to you, but frankly, I don't really care enough to test it. You guys have life in you? Yes, you do. Alrighty. And a rollin'. And unfortunately, we cannot break this open. But you'll notice there's a glowing track up there that leads up to a bomb slot. Interesting. Those who played the first game may recognize what that is. Well, I should hope so. What have we got in here? Oh, yes. Now, this room... There's actually something special about this room, if memory serves, and I'll explain that in a minute. For the time being, let's just head over into this. And we have yet another Warrior-ing, but oh, this one looks a little different. This guy is the Jump Guardian. Space Jump powered Warrior-ing. Powerful metamorph with enhanced jump abilities, able to generate energy shockwaves and force fields. So this guy is about as strong as a Warrior-ing, but he's considerably more maneuverable. Not too much. Now, thing with these guys, the lasers will aim at you. Well, they'll aim ahead of you, basically. Whoop, I landed on his shockwave. So basically just wait until they're about to fire, and then just change directions. Now with this guy, when he does his jump, your lock is going to stop. Just to save this, right after he jumps, you can, if you're quick enough, you can lock back onto him again. It doesn't really matter though, I mean, whoop-de-doo. If you don't trust your dodging abilities, remember, you can still hide behind the light crystals. It's not really recommended, since, well, if you're not right behind it, they can still hit you. Oh well. Come here, you. Alright, we got this guy half dead already. That's not bad. Look at this guy with his lasers. I wish I had lasers. Weird thing is, those look like light beams, don't they? And yet these guys are afraid of light and everything. Maybe I should fire some missiles at these guys. You know what? Aside from bosses and situations where they're required, in any Metroid game, I never use missiles. Unless they are required. I don't know. Wow, that was a really strange inflection. Wow, he just walked straight through the portal. What the hell? They're not supposed to be able to do that. That doesn't need... What? Wait a minute. I thought entering the safe zones hurt them. Maybe that's only later? Wow, once this guy gets low on HP, he really starts to go quick, but... Well, anyway. Now he's dead. And, just like the last Guardian, we re-obtain something. We have some new energy types here as well. Ultra Energy unit replenishes 100. Very nice. Let's grab a whole bunch of this stuff here. Enemies don't drop very much stuff, but anyway, here we obtain space jump boots. Oh yeah. So, in the Prime series, the space jump boots simply give you a second jump. So now you can jump twice as high, and considerably farther. So now, we can actually go up and leave to go get that missile expansion that you needed to open the interdimensional door for. But I'm not quite gonna do that yet, since we'll be back in that area soon enough anyway, if memory serves. I'm gonna explore around this area a little bit first. Oh boy, this is not good. Maybe I shouldn't go that way first. I wish I had a map of this area. Huh. Let's see, where does that go? Oh! That actually heads right back to the portal. Maybe I should come back there. You know what, why not? I'll do it. I'll head back and show that off. Okay. I think those guys are the exact same enemies that we saw in the Great Temple. However, while you're in the Dark World, as you can clearly see here, they will drop temporary safe zones. These last, whoa, not very long at all. That's not good. Okay, here we go. Wow, I'm really getting low. I wonder if we're gonna see anything in here. Probably not. Oh, something... You can actually stand right outside and get the normal Dark Aether effects and still recover your life. Okay, I think I'm gonna head over to this light beacon right here. Actually, are these gonna give me any life? Oh, actually quite a bit. Alright, good. That's good stuff. What about you? Okay, a little bit more. Nothing. Okay, good enough. Let's scan the other end of this. Whoosh! And we obtained the light portal. I think I already scanned this at some point, but I don't know what. I don't think I showed it though. Oh well. You don't really learn anything from showing it anyway. Oh, something of note, if you leave these portals alone, they will actually close again. This isn't exactly bad or anything, since they come back if you activate the thing again. But oh well. Just a little something worth noting. Alright. Now, for some reason they feel the need to show you this, even though you should have already picked up on this yourself. Every time you come back here, there's always going to be another pirate in here. He's just kind of hanging out, and you just blast his face, as always. You know, that's probably my favorite design of the pirates. I don't know why, I just really like it. Alrighty, so now that we're here, we can roll on over here, activate the bomb slot, and obtain another missile expansion. Very nice. That brings us up to 15, I think. We really haven't got that many. Oh, 20, Jesus. 20, I knew it was a multiple of 10. Okay, 25. There we go. Very nice. Alrighty, so we have... It's only been 16 minutes, we can still do some more stuff here. And this guy is back already. Here, have a missile. You know, I've gotta say, I'm kinda surprised it took until Corruption for them to make some good-looking explosions for this game. Cause like, the missiles and everything, it just kinda looks off to me. Particularly when it collides with a solid surface. I mean, like, yeah, it looks better than it did in the first game, but there's not really much of an explosion, is there? It's kinda just like a little pfft and a glowy blueness. Not really that much of a missile explosion, eh? The barrapods are all back again, so if you're a little bit low, and you can, you know, let those guys help you out. Whee! You know, I gotta say, even though for the most part, it's just purpleness, I love how Dark Aether as a whole looks. There's so much more atmosphere, no pun intended. I mean, yeah, normal Aether looks pretty nice too. But there's... I don't know. You could argue that there's not very much uniqueness to it. But surprisingly, all the areas of Dark Aether actually have some unique styles to them. They aren't just all the normal area but purple and red, and covered in ink. They do actually make them a little different. In some of the places they even change the architecture a little bit. It's not too drastic, but, you know, it's a nice little touch. What have we got around here? Oh yes, what I was going to talk about. Over here, you can see that is the little statue of the child warrior, what's-his-face, of the Luminoth. When you first come in this room, you can actually... Well, the boss will still be standing there when you first come in the room, but he'll be invisible. So, if you can survive long enough outside of the light crystal, you can actually shoot him until he has only one shot left, well, that's all the damage you can do to him. When he gets down to one life left, you won't die, because he hasn't actually spawned yet, but you can still do pretty much 99% damage to him before the boss fight even starts. I was tempted to try it, but I honestly don't know exactly where he's standing, and I didn't really want to risk it. But, you know, it's an interesting little thing there. Oh, you notice up there, we actually have a new type of door. Analysis indicates the blast shield is invulnerable to most damage. A super missile blast may damage it. Ooh, super missiles. God, I love the super missiles. I don't know why, but in every game they're in, the super missiles are just so freaking beastly. God, I just love them. I don't know. Maybe I'm trigger happy. Who knows? Whee! Oh, here's a nice little example of the red effect. It's almost like the Virtual Boy version of Metroid Prime. Dear God, I'm glad that's not a thing. I'm pretty sure the series would have just died completely right there. You know, speaking of that, I'm kind of surprised. I was surprised to find out that Metroid actually isn't a very high-selling series. It's kind of got this reputation of being a cursed franchise, apparently. Which is surprising. Oh well. Security system initiated. All locks are active. 3 keys are required to access the temple. They are scattered throughout the Dark Agon Wastes. So this is what the Luminoth guy, again, I can't remember his name. The only one I remember right offhand is u-mos. But he needed 3 keys to get through this area. Now, coincidentally, if you head over here to the left, straight over here, you'll find a door. Plain old door. Blast it, head on through, and look at this. There's your first key right there. Easy enough. Alright, so we're a third of the way to the boss now. Very nice. I think once I get out here, I'm gonna sit in this light crystal for a little bit. Now there's another door over there, but we can't seem to enter it from this side. Man, look at that thing in there. Can't scan it from here, though. Odd. Perhaps this is where we will see the boss. Ooh. Well, it's not like I'd be surprising anyone by saying yes, it is where you fight the boss. Alright, yeah, we can't actually get over there yet. That side over there is completely blocked, so you can't do anything with that. Maybe I should let my life refill a little bit. It's been 20 minutes, so maybe I should end this off here. You know what? Yeah, I will. So, that will do it for this episode. Next time, on Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, we will continue through Dark Agon Wastes and see if we can find the remaining two... bleh, bleh. Just go. Just get out of here, you.